Can you even get through there? Impressive. Relentless. No, you did not. It's like a really big mud hole beside me. Gotta have some thick skin today.
You've been wearing a tube for a month.
I know, but partly that's because I'm starting to get gray hair.
Yeah, well, I'm walking your phone.
The perfect ending to a not so perfect harvest. Oh God, I miss my barn so much. Change your coat.
Yeah, much chafing.
Well, we are officially getting wagons here, just ready to go. This should be our last day in this field, and then hopefully maybe a day or a day and a half left of the really wet field eventually. Every day before I go out to the fields, I like to check the barn, just make sure everybody looks okay. I just want to keep an eye on that, ironically, an eye on that lamb with the bulge on her eyeball. If it ruptures, I don't really know what it's gonna do to its eye. Where's my baby? What's that do there? Here it is. How's your eye? Still pretty stinky. Oh, look at it. It's just kind of bulging. It just keeps bulging out. I don't want to go in there and get it running around because all it takes is it like just to catch a corner and then it's just gonna not be good. Hi. The lamb itself is in good spirits. Like it's running around, eating, drinking, doing all the things that it's supposed to do. Hi, sweetie. It's just kind of just a nasty eye. There, that's a better picture for you. And you kids, I think this week is the week. They are big. Can you even get through there? Impressive. Yeah, it's nice. I wonder if he's having issues. It is another really good afternoon. Golden hour, as my daughter would say, only it's not even close to typical golden hour. We are done the front part of this field. This field's a bit tricky right now because we're trying to do that plot. We wouldn't make a whole round. Basically, we can't make it from one end of the field to the other to get good plot data. So when you stop a combine, it screws up the software a little bit. So yeah, they're doing quite well. I think we should be soon done this field, which is great. My butt is getting really sore, but I thought I'd give you a little bit of history on this farm. We are on Mark's grandparents' or home farm. The really cool thing is that Monty worked for Mark's grandpa. So he has farmed this field since he was 16 years old. And Monty's, I'm not gonna tell you his age, he has farmed this farm a lot of years, like more years than I've been alive. Yeah, so this farm has seen a lot of generations, which is kind of cool. Morning, you guys. I thought I would get up early, right when the grocery store opens. Fill our house with some much needed nourishment. Mark is fixing the corn head once again. It came loose, so hopefully we can get that fixed. Just doing a quick walkthrough of the barn while she's feeding so I can see if anybody's backed away or any issues. But all I can see right now is some breeding, which is, I guess, good. Hello. It's my little eyeball. There it is, over there. Right there. Hi, sweetie. How's your eye? Yeah. It's still a little ugly, but it definitely doesn't look as crazy as yesterday and the day before. So I did treat it one more time. We'll just keep an eye on it. And I texted my vet how many times should I be treating this lamb before I should see a real big improvement, or before I shouldn't treat it anymore. So I'm just gonna wait back to hear from him. I think the boys are calling me out to get started here in corn. We should get done. We are down to our last 62 acres. It's probably gonna take 2 days, but hopefully we'll get, if we get a real good day, we might get done, and we barely have enough storage. So we have to have a whole lot of things aligned for this to actually happen, but at least the weather's cooperating, so. Oh, it's so nice finishing corn harvest when it's nice out and the sun's shining. Sadie and Mark.
Go ahead.
I've got this wagon lined up with the one you have here, but there's like a really big mud hole beside me where Monty would go. Do you want me to line up somewhere else?
Yeah, I'm just taking a look over here behind Edna's barn to see what it looks like.
Okay, 10-4. This is the logistical nightmare that a wet fall does to us in some of these fields where we don't have a choice. These aren't our fields, so we don't want to muck up laneways that aren't ours or grass that's not ours. So you're stuck with fields, which quite literally is the one thing you don't want to mess up. But these fields aren't tiled, and we've just seen so much rain, like 18 inches in a month and a half. So it is what it is, but I'm hoping he can find a better place for us to park these wagons, or we're just gonna pull out most of the organic matter off this field onto our paved road, which doesn't really help it much. So we have this little grass strip here beside the barn, but it looks wet as well. But I know this is a rented, people rent this place, so I'm sure it's not the end of the world. And it looks like he's already made some marks here, so I guess this is the only place we can go. All right, we both have decided on this tiny little piece of grass connected to their renter's laneway here. We're just praying this is the only spot we're gonna stay above ground. Everywhere else we're gonna sink. There's water everywhere, mud everywhere. Even the place we took corn off here last time it was really wet, it's underwater. We just had too much rain. Mark is at his end right now. Like I know he's just at that like breaking point right now. And we waited to do this field last because I think he was just dreading it, and he gets short with me, and when he gets short with me, I know he's stressed, and I'm the only one he can let it out with. So sometimes in a marriage you just gotta take it, because you know they don't mean it. They're mad at the situation and not at me. Gotta have some thick skin today. Just keep telling myself, one more day, one more day. I hope. We're down to our last 20 acres and the wet bin just filled. The alarms just went off. So what we're gonna do is fill all the wagons, bring them home, probably let this thing chew through a little bit more, and it wouldn't surprise me if Mark wants to go back tonight at dark and get that field ripped off. So yeah, today went good. We were able to get the wagons out and not make a mess. So that was our biggest worry. But now we're left with a really mucked up field. So we hate plowing. We don't like plowing. We sold our plow, but it's too wet to deep rip, so we're not sure. We may have to borrow someone's plow, which really sucks. We are down to our last couple rounds in the field. Right there. I brought Lucy because she's been dying for a combine ride all day. She's been sucky. So we're gonna go for the last couple rounds with Mark. I am totally out of wagons, so this is it. Hopefully we can fit between the buggy and the combine and these two big wagons. Hopefully that will be a wrap on corn 2021. What a beauty night. This has been the perfect ending to a not so perfect harvest. Like you're sitting in my seat.
Don't focus on it. See it on the map.
This is the only corn combining footage I think I've got.
Never had rain on it.
It's awesome. The days were nice. There just weren't many of them.
Few and far between, other than the stretch.
Yes. The end. When you're this happy.
It's best crop year we've ever had.
And we're done.
And we're done. And it feels really darn good.
Let's go have a drink.
Drinks, plural.
Okay. Work's still not done.
Not till it snows.
Good morning. It is a good morning because corn is off the field, but we are now in a bit of a quandary. Take off the double crop soys, which is really bonus. Like we could leave it and it would be a nitrogen credit to the soil. Or do we try to plant wheat? So we're making some pretty big decisions this morning. So I might run out with him and see what he thinks these beans are doing. Longest soybean harvest ever. There's a few beaners here.
Stink bug virus.
Ooh.
Causes staining.
So, are they pretty chewy?
Oh.
Oh, I can hear their sheep. We are taking the MacDon home to potentially take off those double crop soybeans. We're not really sure when. We have a very tight window again. They're calling for 80% chance of rain tonight. So we are getting everything ready to plant wheat. We have one field we might be able to sneak in, but we're not sure. The other thing we ended up doing, we made some pretty big decisions over the last couple days because there's only really Mark and I, and the workload has really piled up. We've had no fall tillage done. We didn't get the wheat planted. Mark ordered a bunch of fertilizer that needed spread, and he's like, I don't have two of me. So I said, you know what? You ordered that fertilizer a while ago, and in comparing the price to what it was to what it is today, I said, you're probably ahead even just getting them to custom apply it, because you saved enough money in the difference, because fertilizer is just, it's a whole nother discussion, but it's through the roof. So I said, why don't you take the money that you kind of saved in pre-planning and ordering that ahead of time and get them to do it, because we're tapped out. We don't have enough time and we don't have enough people to get it done. The other thing I ended up doing was our good friend Lauren, her dad is a custom spray operator. We do not like getting anything custom done because we've invested in our own equipment. But again, there's just the two of us and we don't have a lot of time. So I texted Bernie last night and I'm like, do you have your sprayer put away for the winter? And he's like, not yet. I've got work this week because everybody's in the same boat, literally. So I said, do you have any free time this week to spray off some of our cover crop? He's like, I can give you tomorrow afternoon. So today he's coming in the afternoon just to spray some of our acres just around home that are close. I think most of the stuff we have will die over the winter. Our issue is the winter wheat. There's a lot of volunteer winter wheat, which always happens because we spread it in a windrow because we bale it. That will not die in the winter, right? So it just puts a lot more pressure on the spring if we're not starting with kind of clean fields. So that's kind of the stuff that is going on behind the scenes that you guys don't see. There's lots of decisions that have to be made because we've just had such a compressed fall. But we are very grateful. The majority of our crops have been harvested. They yielded really, really well. We are so blessed. We have never seen yields like this in our lifetime. So very grateful. Feeling very blessed, and definitely when you get to finish on sunny skies, it makes it just so much more enjoyable. But oh man, I need to get back in the sheep barn. Well, we lost our sunshine, so we did make the executive decision to plant wheat. Mark is nicely on his second load right now. I think every load does about 20 acres, and it's a pretty big field. Bernie's here too. He's spraying, but he kind of made a point of not wanting to be on the camera, so I'm not going to throw this camera into his face. And he's doing us such a huge solid, just taking care of some of this spraying that we need done. Basically, it was one of those things, we talked at lunch and we said, you know what, we can't feel bad about using custom. It was either hiring some custom or this stuff not getting done at all. So this year, hands are tied, and kind of sucks, but it's good having good people around that will help us out in a pinch. But now that everybody's kind of doing what they have to do, I have to check my sheep. I don't like going too many hours without touching base with them. I'm sure they're fine with me not being around. I woke everybody up. Oh, hi. How's your eyeball? This poor little lamb, every time I try to catch it to treat it or to at least observe it, it gets running around and then it starts to really irritate its eye. So it looks really sad. I think that growth is actually gonna fall right off the eyeball, and then I don't know what's gonna be left of it. If you look on this side of its face, it looks very good. It's just the other side. Oh God, I miss my barn so much. Mama, get your head out of there. Hey. There you go. Is that your mama? I think it is. Look at that. Can you believe that's my surprise lamb? Look how big you are. Good mama. You're so cute. Wow. Edward. Lucky. Hello. Running around over there. Look at her go. Jenny, what are you saying? What are you saying? Hello, Cinnamon. You came to say hi to everybody? That was nice. Hi, Kiki. You're the greatest. You're so sweet. Relentless. No, you did not. He is not taking no for an answer, that guy. I brought Mark my signature mint smoothie hot chocolate because it got really cold today fast.
It's cold for Sandy.
It's November.
It's cool for everybody else.
I was wearing just a hoodie yesterday.
You've been wearing a toque for a month.
I know, but partly that's because I'm starting to get gray hair.
Yeah, well.
We are planting wheat. Can you let the people know how good that's going?
It was going good up until about a half hour ago. We're just in a wetter, damper part of the farm, and there's springs that are bleeding through hills that are muddy, and we need to get more wheat in to fill the contracts that we have, and we have to get a spot to put chicken manure out on, so we're kind of got a bit of a gun to our head, so we gotta get it done.
I was telling them that we got a few custom things done just to take the pressure off. Well, not to take the pressure off, just to get it done.
Yeah.
We don't like doing that, but we had to. We had to wave the white flag.
Yeah, it's just too many jobs trying to get done in a compressed window. You just gotta know that
Wave the white flag.
pay to get stuff done.
What's the prognosis of this actually making spring?
50%.
It's encouraging.